Welcome back, Video Game Voting Vanguard. It's your boy P City Substance. We're here with another episode of Thrift Store Thursdays. On Thrift Store Thursdays, we utilize our local thrift stores and we're going there looking for games, consoles, whatever to add to the library and collection. Like I said in the past couple episodes, it's been kind of dry in the thrift stores. Some of the stuff is becoming repetitive. A lot of sports games, of course. So this time I decided is why, number one, you probably won't see any of the background of man cave / game room because, excuse me, I'm going to be doing some repairs and renovations down here to basically make this a full game room because number one, my consoles are getting up there and I don't have a proper space to store them and actually have them set up correctly. It's getting haywire, so I'm looking to do that and basically come up with an idea, set solution of how I want it set up and actually move in that direction. Now part of that was a few probably like maybe the first couple of episodes I was on Thrift Store Thursdays and on the Video Game Votary, I spoke about the video quality of the older gen consoles on new high definition televisions. And I remember I picked up a Sony Wega. It was in maybe the first or second episode of Thrift Store Thursdays, and I spoke about how I picked up that Sony Wega. But later I found I think I talked about it maybe the next week's episode or 2 weeks after that, how it was some discoloration in one corner of the TV, which wasn't bad. It didn't affect the picture. It affected the picture, but you still can see through it. It was like kind of pinkish. And then it was kind of, I think it was maybe like a 27-inch or whatever the case may be. So I've since shifted that back in the backside of the basement, and I was able to connect my Dreamcast at the time. I was trying to connect that. For whatever reason, it wasn't working at first with the RF switch on my newer HD TV. A lot of them don't come with it anymore, but mine still had it. So I was able to plug it in. I got it to work. It doesn't look horrible. It's still playable, but it's not as good as it can be. So that was one thing that I spoke about in the past about the quality, the video quality and how it looks on the newer style TVs. Now, there's all kind of upgrades and stuff that you can have done that you can try to attempt to do yourself or send out to third-party companies that will alter your old retro consoles to make them high definition and bring up the quality. There's definitely a difference. I'm not going to say that it's not. I don't know if it's worth the price to pay it. I guess it depends. You know, you can always check your options. So, in the meantime, a cheap option always is Craigslist and stuff like that. You can find them cheaper, and of course, the thrift store, which I did. So I decided I'm not going to get a larger TV because one, if I start rearranging stuff in the game room, that could be a pain in the tail, just lifting and stuff like that. So I decided to get two TVs, and they are 19 inches wide, I believe. And I'm gonna set those up. One being the Daewoo. The Daewoo has your RCA cables, and I think it takes an RF switch. And I also picked up a Sears model LX1, which only has the RF switch. So I'll probably be using that one for like maybe like Super Nintendo and down that I knew took the RF switches. So anything for that I'm gonna have on that one, and probably the RCA ones for like your original PlayStation and probably even up to PlayStation 2. I'll be playing on that. And I also will be showing you some game footage. It'll probably be from cell phone, just so you guys can see the actual screen versus me basically recorded from my capture card, because it's going to come out the same output on there. So what I'm going to do is get some cell phone footage of the actual screen and how it looks. I'll probably do the Dreamcast, since I kind of have that out and that's still plugged into my HD TV. So I'm going to do some, while you're watching this video, you're going to see the difference. And I'm going to make sure that I point out the difference in which video is which, so that you guys can see the difference in the gameplay and the visuals and how they look, so you guys can make your decision and determine if it's worth it to pick up one. But 9 times out of 10 now, in the thrift store, for both of those TVs together, I paid under $25, which is great. And you're able to basically view your games in the initial way that they were, released. And that was like their maximum capabilities. You get the best out of that style of TV anyway. So why not have it on there? It's definitely more cost efficient than sending your console out to get these modifications done. I don't think it's worth it at the end of the day. Not when 9 times out of 10 you get these TVs given to you. I just happen to do it because I do have this channel. I mean, it's $25, and it was 30% off. So I got them $25. So I picked those up. So we're gonna end the episode on that note. We're definitely gonna have some footage at the end. Instead of me, because I'm doing the video and the podcast at the same time. So if you guys are listening to the podcast, you want to see the visuals, go over to YouTube and click on, or in your search bar, put in Video Game Votary, because I've yet to get a custom URL for my channel. So type in Video Game Votary so that you can see the visuals and you can actually see what I'm talking about. And I'll probably, for the video itself, we're going to put at the end, we'll add like some segmented music at the end, and we're just going to show you the difference between the HD video or the HD TV, how the Dreamcast looks on there, in comparison to the Dreamcast on one of your older style tube TVs. So be on the lookout for that. Again, all the episodes premiering at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. That's 5 episodes a week. If you are tuning into the podcast, you can find it on Anchor. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, Stitcher, you name it, all outlets that have podcasts. You can find the Video Game Voters podcast on there. So this has been another episode of Thrift Store Thursdays. This is your boy P City Substance, and this is the Video Game Voter.